Let's have your name.
My name is Kimberly. I'm 24 years old and I'm living with cerebral palsy.
Okay. And how long have you been connected with Breakthrough?
Okay, so I started with Breakthrough in 2017 with the intensive program, but originally Christine was my at-home physical therapist. So she introduced me to this whole world and she said she was going to launch this business and thought that I'd be a good candidate for intensive therapy. So then in 2017 I tried it and it changed my life.
So tell me about how it changed your life.
Okay, so it changed my life because prior to that, I've never done anything with 3 hours of physical therapy before. Like, that's just insane. So I did that, and I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to keep up with it. Like, stamina-wise, I didn't know if my body was going to be able to handle that. I knew my mind wanted to, but my body could have different plans, because with CP, your brain and body don't communicate the way that they should. So I just thought that I was actually a little hesitant, but I figured, you know what, I have nothing to lose. The financial component was another story, but through the generosity of different grants and fundraisers and stuff, I was able to raise enough money. But then when I started actually seeing progress and the progress actually sticking, I knew that this was the right decision for me, and I wish I could go back and do it again if I could. But unfortunately, I can't. But I'm still trying to keep up with physical activity and stuff because I know how important it is.
What is the reason that you can't go back to it? Is it financial? Is it aged out, or what is it?
No, the reason is financial. Unfortunately, I'm also in college right now, so I don't really have the time that I did when I was younger. But I'm here today just because I know how important it is to give back to those who gave so much to me. So the organization gave so much to me, so I want to give back to them.
That's wonderful. So what kind of changes did you experience after being here?
Well, for one, I just felt more confident in my movements, and I just felt like I could do more independently, which was huge because when you have to rely on other people to do every single thing of your life, it kind of gets annoying.
Yeah.
So I just felt that I could do more, but I wish that other people could experience the same thing I did. And I know how hard it is, especially with the younger population. There's so many other things that we'd rather be doing right now. Like most younger kids don't understand why necessarily they're here. Their parents sign them up and they're just here, and it's hard. They're after school. It's not something that is. They try to make it as fun as they can, but at the end of the day, it's work, and nobody really wants to work super hard.
Yeah, it's got to be exhausting.
It's got to, yeah.
Right. Mentally, physically, it has to be exhausting.
Absolutely.
Right. So you have to find that will within you to push.
Yes.
And sometimes, if you don't know what the end goal is, because you're too young, then it's hard to find that space inside you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Was there a time where it clicked for you during the therapy when you saw some sort of change that said, okay?
See, I don't think there's never a moment that clicked for me necessarily, because I always had the desire to, I always knew that the end goal was to work as hard as I could to get where I wanted to go. I never had a moment where it was like, this is why I'm doing this. But I guess looking back at it now, this is why I did this, because now I can share my experience with the world, and I can show them that even though I have this disability that defines, some people could say it defines me, I think it redefines my life. Mm-hmm. I'm able to now use my experiences, advocate for those with disabilities, and use this platform that you've created to amplify the voices of disabled people to show that they actually matter.
And that's why I do this, because that's the point. That's the actual, and it's such a pleasure to get to meet you and have you share your story.
No problem.
In fact, I think I want to have you on my show so we can have a much more extensive conversation.
I would love to be. I would love to be.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to ask you is, with the changes that you experience here, how did that translate to your life in terms of autonomy? Like an example of something that might have changed for you as a result. Can you think of anything?
Yes. So, going to what you said with autonomy, I think that's so important, because so many times kids with disabilities and adults feel like they don't have control over a lot of things.
Right.
So being able to have control being able to have control over even a small part of your body is truly life-changing, because it allows you to just feel like a human instead of a robot controlled by some foreign object that you... Because people with disabilities have no choice.
Right.
We didn't choose for this to happen to us. This is our circumstances, and I choose to make the best of it. But I think the defining moment for me was just to tell my parents, like, I don't need help with this anymore. I can do this. It might look different than typical people, but I think that truly is the moment that changed my perspective, and I feel like I'm always constantly growing and changing, and having a platform like this allows me to show that my younger self would be screaming if she knew that this is what she was doing now with her disability, because it is hard. I've gotten bullied. I have a lot of other mental health diagnoses, so I come here and I act all like, oh, it's fine and great. This is perfect, but you don't see half of what I go through, and how much I wish that I could do whatever I wanted. I could just go to the grocery store if I wanted by myself, or go to a party, or be included in certain things. And I think this is why this organization, Breakthrough, is so important, because it allows families and patients to come together, feel less alone, and feel validated in their struggles and their journey.
Absolutely. And I think too, by doing something like you're doing now with your Instagram, what we want to do is we want everybody to feel included, right?
Yes.
And everybody, so that when you say it's not going to look typical what you do, it shouldn't matter. That's the way you do it.
Exactly. It shouldn't be this unnatural thing. Like, it should just be everybody's doing their life.
Exactly. Everybody's just doing their own thing. I mean, the way I set that table up might not be the way you set that table up, you know?
Exactly.
And there's no right or wrong.
Exactly.
It's just how you are.
Exactly.
And so, I'm so grateful, and you're a very strong person, and I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
And do you have anything else that you want to add before we sign off?
No, just education is the key to acceptance, and awareness is the key to inclusion. So just friend someone with a disability, because it could change their life, and just start the conversation, ask questions, but understand that we're human first before a disability.
Beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much, Kim.
No problem.
Really appreciate it. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Gina McGoldrick.
And what brings you here today?
My daughter is Cadence, and Cadence has been part of Breakthrough since they pretty much opened the doors. I've seen her go from being very anxiety-ridden to being fully alert, full of energy. Stamina has gone up. She has truly come out of her shell. And now she is 18 years old, and she's taking steps.
Wow.
And she's weight bearing and changing her weight from her hips, and just trying to do everything we can to avoid any type of surgery for her. So, and she has been doing amazing. We love this community, and we love being part of the Breakthrough family.
It's wonderful. And so what does all of that mean for you as a parent? What does that mean to you, to her improvement?
Well, I love feeling part of something, being part of the community, something that's bigger than us.
Right.
Because we've found through experience that things don't happen in this community unless we stick together. We are one big family here on Long Island, and we're just out to do amazing things with our children and just live the best life we can.
Right. And do you find that since you've been here, like, your lives have changed?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we are part of something bigger than us. And just that acceptance is huge in this community.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, and so the changes with your daughter, are they things that you never kind of imagined could have happened, or are they things?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just
so
her
the dreams come true.
self-esteem. And for a non-verbal person to show such happiness just through expression of her face, is just a dream come true for a parent.
It's fantastic.
For both my husband and I. Yeah. That
so
self-esteem.
you've overcome a lot of challenges, right?
Yes. Lots and lots of challenges from day one, and now she's 18. She started at 12 with Breakthrough.
Okay.
So she's been here a long time.
She's an alumna.
She is. She loves it, but mostly she loves Chance, the therapy dog.
Exactly.
That dog actually would assist Cadence with her anxiety. Because as a nonverbal person and not being able to cognitively understand what's happening around you, your anxiety goes up.
Absolutely.
So you have people putting things on you, straps, a suit, a TheraSuit, and not understanding why I'm standing for the first time in my life, and now I'm scared. Thinking about falling.
Sure.
And then Chance would come over to Cadence and would literally rub against her legs and be like, "I got you. It's okay." And you can see the shift in Cadence's face change. She would get really red, and then all of a sudden it would just go away, and you can see that I got this. It's okay. I'm comfortable. I'm good. I'm safe. And I got Chance right next to me.
That's beautiful. So great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy to hear about that. I've known Christine for about half a year, a little bit more, and she's incredible what she does. And so to come here today and see, her influence and the influence of her staff, very committed people.
And I have to say, for someone that doesn't have anyone disabled in her family, to accept this community and to learn and teach at the same time, she's a blessing. Absolutely. We're so lucky to have her.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Joshua.
Hi.
Can you tell me your full name?
My full name is Joshua Ted Francois Cotty.
That is an impressive name, my
Yes.
friend. Matches your outfit. Very impressive. I love it.
Thank you.
So what's your connection to Breakthrough?
Connection, friend, client. Yeah, like that.
Okay. How long have you come here? Do you know?
A year.
About a year?
Soon going to be.
So great to be here?
Yes.
Awesome, man. What do you love about this day?
I'm MC.
You're MC?
Yes, that's what I love about this day.
I saw you brought your sneakers. Do you run as well?
Oh yes, I do run.
You do run?
I do run. I did run last night for 2 miles.
Wow.
With Christine, the host specifically. Well, I'm not the host, but I'm down there. But yeah.
That's fantastic. Did you have a good run?
Yes, I have a good run.
Felt good after 2 miles?
Yes.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Dexline Maxwell.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How long have you been connected with Breakthrough?
It's going to be a year.
Going to be a year?
I found it on Instagram, and I'm not really a social media person, but it came up, I paid attention, and it was just training that I've never saw before. And my son has experienced his first seizure when he was at 11 months, and then he had non-febrile febrile seizures after that just delayed his progress, and we had to do a lot of work to keep him up. So there were some milestones that were lacking, like jumping and leaning or balance. He's had about 6 surgeries on his ear and another surgery. So there were some challenges with balance and just kind of mobility and being able to be up straight.
Yeah.
Just understanding, his strength and his space.
Yeah, his body and space.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I came and we did a trial, and I signed up immediately, and the team has been great. They've been really kind to him. He's had a lot of great success and showed some progress in areas that I know that I couldn't have helped him with. There's some things that you just, at first when we came to the meetings, I would sit there and then I would just chime in, and then I just started sitting in the car. I'm like, they have it under control, and I feel like he's had a lot more success with just working with them without me chiming in. But they've done really great, and he's had a lot of great progress.
She's very right.
What would you say is one of the biggest positive changes
I would say a positive changes is the confidence. I mean, Josh is confident in his abilities and his talents, like singing, but there were some challenges with just balance that, he wouldn't always pursue. And he loves running, but the run to breakthrough has encouraged him to come home, finish his homework, go out and practice. Like, there were a couple of times this week he had a lot of tests because, we just started school. He's just started middle school, but he was determined. He's like, I want to be able to run. I want to be able to run. So it was really encouraging to just see him wanting to be a part of something more than just some of the things that he is already good at.
And you think that might not have happened had you not come here?
No, not at all, because from the beginning, one of his first coaches was Danielle, and Christine also worked with him a couple of times, and they trained him, they prepared him, and they encouraged him. Sometimes he would do 20 minutes on the treadmill, and if you ask him, his favorite part is the treadmill, and that would not have been, running backwards. Like, he did 20 minutes running backwards, and that's not normal. And even something as simple as like the heel to toe, whenever we go to like the neurologist, that's always a test, and I've seen him the other day when we went for our checkup that it was just super simple for him because he practiced it here. And there were some things that were tedious, like, I know this, but he didn't do it well, and when he started to really focus and just apply himself, he got a lot better.
That's amazing. And what does Christine mean to you?
Last night, so I worked 2 different jobs yesterday, and Josh came to me. He's like, are we still going to go? I'm like, Josh, 2 days? I have to do this. Like, we're going to go tomorrow for sure. And he was really adamant. And we went to see her. We got there probably going on 11 o'clock last night. It was dark.
Wow.
She was wet. And, it was just so wonderful to see. Christine means courage. It means caring for others. Sometimes more than yourself. It means being dedicated to your community. Christine means a lot. Like, the testimony of just all of the people coming together. And this is our first run through breakthrough. And then I just heard I met someone who said she was been here since 2017. So that, that makes me add more things to what Christine means to me. It means that she is dedicated and she is consistent to her commitment to the community and our children. Not everyone is able to help. They don't have the capacity. Sometimes they don't have the capability, but she has both, and she's made it an investment and made it a part of her life. So I'm really thankful for it. Very, very thankful.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Hi. Good afternoon. My name is Anna. I'm here. We're part of the Breakthrough family. This is my son, Isaac, and Isaiah. Say hi,
Hi, Isaiah. Nice smile. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
So, what does this day mean to you?
Oh my God, I'm really excited today because this is actually my first time attending the event. The other prior 2 events I wasn't able to attend, unfortunately, but I'm here today and I'm super excited.
It's fantastic. And how long have you been connected with Breakthrough?
About 2 years now.
2 years, okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of improvements have you seen?
Oh my God, so much.
Yeah.
Isaiah loves to, he could be a very stubborn boy, but he loves to just be like a part of the mix and like be looking at everyone, observing. He loves to watch his other friends on the treadmill, Tristan and all the other kids that come along. He loves to see everyone working so hard, and I feel like that also motivates him as well.
So have you seen some nice growth?
Yes.
Since you've been here?
Definitely, yeah.
Are there things that you never would have imagined him doing before coming here that have kind of started to see?
Absolutely. It's like emotional for me.
It's okay. Yeah, sure.
I see when he stands up tall, when they have him in the cage and they have the vest on and all that stuff, and he's standing up so tall, it's like I see him in a different light, and it's a beautiful thing.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It's hard. It's hard, right? But it's beautiful because it touches you.
Yes.
It's your hopes and dreams, and you see these things happening. So
yes, absolutely.
It's wonderful. What does Christine mean to you?
A powerful woman. A powerful woman making a huge difference in this community and just giving us hope for our kids.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And my man. Come on back here, buddy. How do you feel about Breakthrough? What do you like about it?
Good.
Good? You feel good? And what do you think about your brother?
Good.
Good? You see things happening, good stuff happening with him? That's fantastic. You a good brother with him?
What?
You a good brother to him? That's my man.
Yes.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Such a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. I really
Thank you
appreciate it.
so
Wish you
much.
all the best.
Take care. Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Good, thank you. What's your name?
Pedro.
Pedro. Pleasure to meet you, Pedro. I'm Mark. What brings you here today?
The conclusion of the Run to Breakthrough and the celebration that comes with the event.
And what does it mean to you, this event?
It means awareness. It means better opportunity for my daughter. It means community. It means cooperation, collaboration, coordination. It means a brighter future.
How long have you been connected with Breakthrough?
We're going on 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
What kind of changes have you seen for your daughter?
We've seen improvement in her physical strength, but the larger improvements or the biggest gains that we've obtained is just networking, being part of the community, finding contacts that have helped us navigate through the process. We just recently moved to New York less than a year ago, and I think the community that Breakthrough brings, it's one of the most valuable assets that it has, regardless of how much or how little she has advanced physically. Right. But she has also advanced physically.
You have seen changes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But the biggest gain we've had is access to the community that Breakthrough has.
That's wonderful.
The support, the previous knowledge, connections with other parents, the knowledge that other parents have. So absolutely, getting to know the community and being a part of this community, and also being able to help other parents within the community
has been each other.
Has been a great gain.
And so do you feel like your hopes for the future for your daughter seem a little brighter as a result of being part of this? And do you feel like there might be things that can come out of this if she continues to work here, work with Christine and the staff?
Our hopes for today are really bright.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future may bring, but we're going to do our best to have a great future.
That's wonderful. What does Christine mean to you?
Christine is a champion, and she embodies what hard work and determination can accomplish every single day. So I don't know how successful I could be if I could only do like 10% of what Christine does. So,
well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Have a great day, man.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is Carrie Hansen.
Carrie Hansen. Hansen?
Yes, Hansen.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
What brings you to Breakthrough today?
Well, I'm here to celebrate Christine and all the accomplishments that she's had in building the business and the nonprofit, as well as her awesome staff. I'm also a client here. Okay. I've been coming here for physical therapy for a little over 2 years. Okay.
And have you seen... What kind of growth have you seen?
I've seen a lot of improvements in my stability and an increase in my mobility again. As I aged, I noticed that I was slowing down a bit and I was having some more aches and pains. So I started physical therapy here, like I said, a little over 2 years ago, and it's been extraordinarily helpful because it focuses on the neurodisability aspect of it, which typical physical therapy places which I've gone to can't do. They just don't have the background and the expertise.
That was the question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
What separates it from the other places?
The expertise and the equipment as well. Yeah.
So that makes Christine very unique. Her place unique.
Absolutely.
And what makes Christine herself unique?
Well, Christine herself is unique because she's always looking to be the best version of herself. She doesn't stay stagnant. She's always looking for better and more complete ways to serve her clients and their families. I mean, that's the thing I know comparing it to traditional therapy as well, is that the brothers and sisters and the mothers and fathers and grandparents and so forth are also very much a part of the process because, as we know, children are not, being raised in a vacuum. They're being raised by families, and the stress is not only on the child but also on the family, and Christine is very in tune to that, so that makes her unique as well. It also makes it unique here that you spend a full hour with a therapist, and they're only with you for that hour, and they're really in tune to what you need and what your focuses, your goals are, which again is very atypical of traditional physical therapy.
Right. This is fantastic. And so what does coming here today mean to you?
Well, I'm coming here today because, again, I like to celebrate the community that I've become a part of, and because I've been coming here for a while now, there are more, familiar faces, and I just like to celebrate the uniqueness of what this community represents, as well as Christine's accomplishments and her awesome staff.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And great support here, right?
Yes,
you get to meet all these other
absolutely.
families.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much for
You're
your time. I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Who am I speaking to?
I'm Melissa Jakowski.
Melissa, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How long have you been connected to Breakthrough?
I've been coming to Breakthrough since 2017.
Wow. So what kind of changes in your life have occurred because of your connection here?
I can stand a lot better, I'm a lot stronger. I work mostly on fitness. That's my number one goal right now, is to be up and walking and be out of my chair.
And that's happening?
That's happening a lot because I come to Breakthrough. They're so dedicated here. They spend as much time as you need with you. They don't rush you out. And it's not all about insurance.
Have you noticed that your perspective on your future has changed as a result of coming? And
Yes, my perspective on my future has definitely changed as a result of coming. I was in a rush to move out of New York State beforehand, but I'm not now because of Breakthrough.
Okay.
I'm staying here because of Breakthrough.
Wow, that's amazing. What would you tell other people that are maybe don't realize that Breakthrough is here, or intensive physical therapy, and the kind of positive things that can come out of that?
Intensive physical therapy works. It is definitely life-changing. If you've never heard of it before, just come here for one session and it will blow your mind. I've always been used to a half an hour one time a week because that's all insurance can pay for. When I found Breakthrough, I decided to go back to work just to get money to pay for Breakthrough because it is worth it. I can do my own transfers now. I can help my attendants dress myself. It is worth it.
That's amazing. So these are things that maybe you didn't imagine were going to be possible before?
No, I had no idea. I had no idea in my wildest dreams that this would be possible before. I'm 39 years old. I never even heard of this program before I met Christine. I was so used to a half an hour a day therapy.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do therapy. I was a kid. I wanted to, climb trees with my friends, go to the mall, spend money.
Sure.
But now it's all about fitness for me, and I've seen changes in my life. I'm eating healthier. I'm walking a lot more. I'm walking on the treadmill in therapy. I actually care about my appearance, and I care about getting better. And I don't want to be in a chair anymore, and it's all about feeling good about yourself. And Christine definitely makes it all worth it for me. It makes me want to stay here in New York and makes me want to better myself. Because before I met Christine, I was pretty much giving up on life, and because of her and the people that work here, I have a different perspective.
It's amazing. Yeah, I was going to ask you what she meant to you, and had your hopes and dreams for the future changed as a result? And it seems like
my hopes and dreams definitely have changed. As a result, I want to be a positive force to give back to the community, and that was because of Christine and because of the people that work here. As much as she has faith in me, I have faith in her as well. She said when I first came here that if you want to walk, that could happen again, and I'm seeing that because of Christine. I'm seeing how strong I am because of her. Not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well.
it's so important, right?
Definitely,
Have all of it together.
Definitely, yes.
Incredible. Oh, thank you so much. This is it's
You're
amazing.
welcome. You're welcome.
Pleasure to meet you.
It was great to meet you too.
Thank you. Okay, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Can you tell me your name?
My name is William Kudo.
William, nice to meet you. And how long have you been connected with Breakthrough?
About a year now.
Okay.
My son's been going here for about 12 months, 13 months.
What kind of changes have you seen?
It's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just the interaction with people and the trainers here. The girls are really sweet. Monique is awesome at the front desk. Christine, they just do really good with Olivia. Chen, they just interact with the kids so great.
If you don't know, I'm the MC of
it's such
this
a great
event. My name
atmosphere
is
to
Joshua
be in.
Cardi.
It really is, yeah.
What does this day mean to you?
It just means a lot for the kids. Just shows that there's people that care, that people are willing to go over and above for special needs. Christine's really got a big heart, and it really shows. She's really done great by my son, and this just goes to show that people can actually be human nowadays.
Yeah, it's really important.
Yeah.
And the kind of changes that you've seen, have they been changes that you might not have imagined for your son?
Oh, please. My son has started doing things on command. He interacts, he smiles, things that he wasn't doing before. It's really great.
That's awesome.
Every little bit, sometimes things are slow going, but, the progress that you see in these kids, that they have it in them.
Yeah. It's great, and you discover that as a parent. It's really nice to find that out, right? Because sometimes you got to question a lot, right? And wonder what the possibilities and.
Well, they're endless, especially if you try.
Yeah.
They just need a little bit of push, and they push them here.
Yeah.
All the girls, they go over and above for the kids. Yeah, they do.
That's great. Thank you so much, William. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Sandy.
Sandy, nice to meet you. How long have you been connected with Breakthrough?
I would say 2 years now.
2 years?
Yeah.
And what kind of changes have you seen for your daughter?
Yes, Isabella. Isabella definitely gets pushed at intensive Breakthrough, but we've definitely seen improvement with her posture and wanting to stand more, and even sitting a little bit unassisted, but definitely improvements.
Those are improvements that you've seen, yeah. Before you got here, did you imagine that those were going to be changes you were going to be able to see?
No.
Yeah. What you were told? Were you told different things before you came here?
We were told a lot of different
limitations?
things. Yeah, that she wouldn't do much, but she's beating the odds.
Yeah.
And intensive definitely helped push her.
Okay. Yeah. Shows you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't know everything.
And we love them. They're like family to us.
Right. So a day like today, what does it mean to you, a day like today?
It means a lot. Just that she's doing this for kids like her, it means a lot.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Yeah, we're excited.
So future-wise, what do you see for Bella? Do you see a brighter future as a result of something like this, coming to working with Christine Intensive?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we definitely continue bringing her and pushing her where Bella could go with their help.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
We're hoping it keeps going further as we've seen since we started here.
Wonderful. I wish you all the best.
Yes,
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
What's your name?
My name is Maureen.
Maureen, nice to meet you. And how long have you guys been connected to Breakthrough?
Oh my God, over 5 years, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah.
And
we were with her when she was in the other building.
Wow. So you followed her.
Yeah.
So it must be something good about her.
Oh yeah, she's the best.
She's the best. What great things have you seen happen in your lives? What kind of improvements have you seen as a result of being here?
With Breakthrough? Well, Michael comes here for the gym twice a week, and it's a great program. They have great camaraderie. Everybody here is so nice.
Social.
It's a big social thing.
Social thing.
Yeah, he loves it.
As much as the physical, the social is just...
Yes, and then once a week he comes for personal training.
Okay.
Which is also great. Everybody here is the best.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of positive changes as a result.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's wonderful. How do you feel about it, Michael? Good? Good. Good. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic, man. Such a pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you so much. All the best. Yeah. So how are you?
Good.
Good.
Doing awesome.
Good. What's your name?
Justin Nelson. This is Benjamin Nelson.
Hi, Benjamin.
Hey.
Hi, Justin. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
So, what do you think about today?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, we think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good, but
We got the opportunity to run with Christine yesterday for like about 4 miles, and she was pushing Benjamin, and I was running with his sister in the jogger.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
it was awesome to be a part of it.
How'd you like the run?
What do you think,
Good.
man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been connected with Breakthrough?
What is it, Jody? 2 years? Yeah. About 2 years. Yeah.
What kind of changes have you seen, like growth and things?
Oh, we've seen amazing changes. We've tried a bunch of different therapies with Benjamin. About 2.5 years ago, he had SCR surgery. So what's really important after that surgery is continued physical therapy. And Benjamin started going to Breakthrough, and we do 1 intensive a year, and we go every single week. and Benny's made tons of progress, right, Ben?
You've seen positive changes, some great changes, things that you kind of like, did you dream about potential that he could do, the things he's doing, or did that kind of change as a result of coming here?
So it really did change. So the weekly physical therapy is like continued steady progress, but this summer we had an intensive, and that's when we get some like really big leaps in progress.
Yeah.
Right? And then, so this summer at Benny's intensive, he walked independently for the first time, really far, turned around and walked all the way back.
Ben, that's
and
incredible.
It was honestly beyond our expectations. We had talked before the intensive, like what our hopes were and our goals were for it, and he surpassed that by far. So it was really special. Yeah, it was awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So that really, for the future, that has to look like so different for you as far as what maybe you guys
It's
thought.
a game changer. Yeah. It just fills us up with like hope and because our goal for Benny is just to be able to get around and be independent, and that's it. And he's getting there.
It's fantastic. And you got the great support here, right? The great families. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure. So, what's your name?
Shane McHugh.
Nice to meet you. And how long did you run?
4.3.
Wow. How'd that feel?
Good.
Good? What does this day mean to you?
It didn't rain on...
Did it rain when you ran?
No.
No, you got lucky.
I did.
Yeah. And are you having a great time?
Yes.
Yeah? What do you think of Christine?
Good.
Yeah? Good? That's great, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, buddy.
We did it, guys. First, I would like to thank you all for being here, participating, helping fundraise, and showing your support in so many different ways. When all of my favorite people gather in one spot, it's hard for me to hold back tears. I'll do my best, I promise. This may have been the third ultra run we've completed together now, but being that this one is the first for our very own nonprofit makes it extra special. A little background. Since high school, I dreamed of opening my own PT facility, and a series of placements and choices brought me here to create Breakthrough. To be honest, it's far from what I originally thought I'd be doing. And when you own a company, you set short and long-term goals based on what you'd like to accomplish. The run to Breakthrough was never in the plan. It was 2022, shortly after we conquered 85 miles for the first time, and I was on a short run by my apartment. The idea for a running company came to me as an opportunity to provide inclusive running experiences to those with disabilities, to create and provide resources where our families really need them. And through these events, we can build awareness for the challenges that our community faces to create meaningful change. I immediately cried while running and knew that was the next step of the path. And then it was one heart-inspired choice that led to another. And here we are today. And I don't just believe that we're going to make an impact together with this nonprofit. I know it. In past events, we've highlighted the resilience that each of our families hold. That is what has inspired me and helped me get to each finish line. That despite true hardship and challenge, you all maintain the belief that better is on the other side of it. That still holds true each and every day. But this year's lesson is a little different for me and has two parts from what I've learned from this community. For one, it's more about the grace that our families in this community hold. The way that you navigate the world, keeping what truly matters always at the forefront. That because you faced true danger, fear, life-threatening situations, limiting beliefs, you navigate this world knowing what matters and holding it at the forefront of your hearts. Because of that, When you overcome a challenge, you show up differently in the face of adversity, with more gentleness, love, and forgiveness. You show up to your next challenge more empowered. There's a subtle power in releasing resistance to the challenges you face and a trusting underneath. Because you know what really matters. It doesn't mean it makes it any easier, but you drop the resistance to it. And that is what has carried me to the finish line this year. Showing up differently in the face of adversity. Sitting in it, allowing it, and knowing and trusting I'll be on the other side soon enough. And the second part is, this training period was full of its own challenges for me, as I always expect. And at times, it quite literally felt like I was running myself into a hole that I couldn't quite dig myself out of. But this community has taught me that although sometimes it feels like you're alone in your challenges, you aren't. And the support from friends, family, and most importantly, this community has been immeasurable. I was reminded of how many times I've asked parents to connect with another to talk with them, offer advice, offer knowledge, and simply offer I totally get that. You are all in a world that people don't get unless you're in it, and that can feel so isolating. When I really struggled, people showed up. And it reminded me just how important community is. Not only when you're going through really hard experiences, but also to be alongside of you as you celebrate. And looking out on all of you here today solidifies that lesson for me. That we are never alone in our experiences, and today we can celebrate that together. Lastly, I'll leave you with this. When the news came to do our story, Mr. G asked what I would want all of you to know. And nobody has ever asked me that before. I talked to families all day, all week, ever since I've been in this field, and was honestly stumped for a moment. What collectively would I want our community and families to know? I'd want you all and all the other families out there not yet part of our Breakthrough family to know that you're not alone in this. You have a community of other people who know what it's like to walk in your shoes. You have people outside of your world that care and will make sure we gain awareness for the challenges you face to make change. You are supported, and we will gain access to the resources you support and need. It shouldn't be a fight to do so, and so we will create that access together. I may have ran 100 miles today for you all, but it can never match what I gained from this community. And if we could spread that feeling to the world, inclusion would be so easy. So thank you for being here today for our very first event as the Run to Breakthrough. Let this creation be a reminder that sometimes what's not in the plan are the very best things to happen for us.